Reef View Apartments. It's our latest stop and perhaps yours too. Today we'll show you a vacation spot with one of the Caribbean's most picturesque views, the popular Buku Reef. So stay with me as we explore all this property has to offer and of course all the highlights of what's happened in Tobago in the past week. I'm Davia Chambers and this is Let's Talk Tobago. Tobago's 2017 to 2018 budgetary allocation is debated at the latest plenary sitting, and we have all the details. Scarborough RC girls take home the National Primary Schools football title in only their second year, and later we announce the winner of the latest tourism challenge. These stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago continues.
Come, there we go. To Tobago, that paradise, Mumbai, Robinson Crusoe. And it is said, it's the land of tomorrow. Princess Margaret say, come Tobago for holiday. Now the whole world say, come Tobago for holiday.
The vision for Reef View Apartments was to provide a location catering for local, regional and international guests, a space that's secure and surrounded by the wonderful sights and sounds of nature. Now to the Assembly as the House debated the adjustments to be made to the 2017-2018 budget and the revised plans and initiatives for this fiscal year. Omadara Mills was there and brings us this report.
For the 2017 to 2018 fiscal period, the THA plans to use its budgetary allocation of $2.19 billion on a range of projects that's intended to have a positive impact on the quality of our lives. Now, key projects include the restructuring of the Studley Park Quarry, road works, construction of a Tier 3 data center, upgrades to community centers, and restoration of historical sites such as Fort King George. The Assembly is also looking at revenue-generating avenues. Assemblyman Joel Jack highlighted some of the options during his contribution to the plenary budget debate.
Two of these initiatives will include expanding the revenue-generating capacity at Studley Park Quarry and the introduction of fees at tourist sites and attractions across Tobago. Two of our alternative financing mechanisms to supplement our funding gap. These will include the utilization of public-private partnerships or P3s, borrowing on the domestic market, and the use of grant funding and technical assistance from regional and international multilateral agencies.
In his rebuttal, Assemblyman Fali Augustine expressed concern about revenue generation by the Assembly's state companies.
The Studley Park Quarry, we have made it clear that we don't support the new approach because the THA has never demonstrated its ability to manage a state company and to do so well.
Other projects tabled are development of the sports tourism niche market, development of agricultural access roads, establishment of a collection and recycling program for plastics and glass, expansion of cancer treatment services, and the establishment of a community residence for children. With all the projects to be started in the next fiscal year, the Assembly will be looking at areas where it can reduce spending.
Placement of a greater emphasis on the implementation of cost reduction measures, reduction in minor equipment purchases in fiscal 2018, reduction of expenditure on overseas trips, reduction of expenditure in the cost of assemblies function, and a reduction of expenditure on festivals, inclusive of Carnival, Jazz, and the Heritage Festivals.
The THA representatives assured that these adjustments will not have an impact on employment within the divisions. In the end, the motion was passed by a majority vote at the 9th sitting of the 2017 to 2021 plenary session. It has granted the Executive Council responsibility to manage the finances to continue the island's development. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Reefview is owned by a consortium of 6 directors representing Reefview Condos Limited. The property is 5 years old, so it's still got that new construction charm. It's no more than 15 minutes away from anything you need, including the Scarborough Port and the A&R Robinson International Airports. And speaking of construction, this country has been part of consultations to develop a regional building code with a focus on energy efficiency. Tobago stakeholders recently had the opportunity to weigh in. Marlon Gottsliben has more from the meeting.
From TV and the internet to advertising, even friends and family, we're being urged to go green. In fact, the importance of energy efficiency to the environment, quality of life, and the economy is being stressed everywhere you look. One of the ways the Caribbean is teaming up for the cause is through a planned CARICOM Regional Energy Efficiency Building Code. The Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards is playing an active role by hosting stakeholder consultations, and the Bureau teamed up recently with the Tobago House of Assembly to get the island involved in these discussions.
Energy efficiency can benefit us in several critical ways. It lowers the cost of energy, thereby saving you money, uses less energy, reduces the burning of fossil fuels, thereby protecting our environment. It benefits the economy by allowing business and government agencies to save costs.
The building code is divided into commercial and residential sections.
You can take a prescriptive route where you meet all the requirements of the standard, or you can look at a performance-based approach where you look at how the building performs in terms of its energy usage and compare it to a reference model. Okay. The current status of the project, at this time, we have completed our review of the initial draft and it has been issued for public comment.
After considering public comments, the committee and the regional project team will make adjustment to the draft as needed.
My division and the Tobago House of Assembly have fully acquiesced to the idea of a region-wide code. Also to the code development methodology, which speaks to the review of the 2018 International Energy Conservation Code and the preparation of a companion document known as the CARICOM application document, which would list the deviations necessary to make the IECC applicable to the CARICOM region.
The first draft of the project is to be submitted in April 2018. I'm Marlon Gottsliben for Let's Talk Tobago.
The name Reefview is self-explanatory. It was inspired by the Buku Reef, which is visible from every balcony. This property, snugly centered on a 1/4 acre of land, sleeps a maximum of 24 people comfortably. Now, hard work reaps reward. It may sound cliche, but in this next story, that's definitely the case with one young man whose passion is paying dividends. Have a look.
His fascination with vehicles like Porsche, Subaru, and Mercedes-Benz led Keanu Hernandez to pursue mechanical engineering at his high school, Scarborough Secondary. His passion, coupled with a determination to succeed, made him the top CSEC student in the country in industrial technology mechanical engineering.
I'm fascinated with vehicles because of my experience at a workshop, a garage, where the cars, I was entertained by them, the features of them.
Keanu, who comes from the small mountainside village of Mariah, says he's worked really hard to achieve his goal. He says his secret to success lies in his determination to go beyond expectations.
I made use of the syllabus and I had various sources. The internet, which was the best source. I had a lot of sources on the internet, different technological sites and everything, and books.
Keanu was the only student among the top 10 in CSEC mechanical engineering in the region. He placed 9th overall.
I was thrilled because I knew that I worked hard for it, and a lot of people know that I work hard for it.
After sixth form studies at Scarborough Secondary School, Keanu plans to pursue mechanical engineering at the University of the West Indies. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
We have to take a break, but when we return, Scarborough RC girls taste football glory. Don't go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago. We'll be right back.
It's Tobago Day 2017, celebrating our history, culture, and identity. Check out our library display at the Scarborough Library from Monday 4th to Saturday 9th December, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Be part of our Tobago Day cultural celebration at the Port Authority compound on Monday 4th December from 4 p.m. Support our youth at the Assembly Youth Debate as they take charge of the Assembly Legislature on Thursday 7th December from 1:30 p.m. And whilst you're there, taking the exhibition from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Tobago Day 2017. It's a celebration.
If you are looking for sand, sea and sun, or even the greens, this property is a short drive away from several beaches as well as the Mount Irving Golf Course. Of course, if simply enjoying the view is not enough, a tour to the Buku Reef and the crystal clear Nylon Pool is mere footsteps away. Let's take a minute to visit the island's capital and the girls of the Scarborough RC Primary School. This year, their success is not just in the classroom, as they show their talent on the football field as well. Omadara Mills had a chat with the students about what made their season so successful. Here's more.
This is the first season Scarborough RC girls have lifted the Under-15 Girls Atlantic National Primary School Football League trophy, and they're delighted in their victory, remembering how far they've come just 1 year after they entered the football arena. Back then, they left with only 2 wins, which could not get them past the group stage. But they regrouped and were more prepared and determined to be champions. They shared their experience of the finals.
I had a lot of emotions. I felt excited, happy and jolly.
I felt excited because last time we didn't qualify for anything, and that was just like weird. So it was very exciting for us to win the whole thing this year.
The efforts of the Scarborough girls secured them a 2-1 triumph over St. Agnes Primary. Throughout the season, the team received support and commitment from the Division of Sport and Youth Affairs, their teachers and their parents.
I feel actually great about it because they have worked hard, they have produced all that they were taught, everything that the coaches have taught them, they have executed. So I'm feeling really, really proud for her as well as the team, the coaches and the school and Tobago on the whole.
Coach Donny Stewart also gave his assessment of their performances.
We anticipated it, I must say, because the hard work that they put in, and we had 1 and 2 practice games in between, and we saw it. But we said we don't want to count your eggs before you know the hatch and this kind of stuff. So we took it 1 game at a time, basically, and that's what took us to the finals.
Most of the girls are in Standard 4 and Standard 5, so balancing academics and sport is a crucial part of their lives.
We would return to classes immediately and get all the work missed. So they knew that training, they had that training from the start where they knew that they had to come back to school and get all their work done. So it wasn't a matter of letting it slide. Academics could not slide. They had to keep up to date with their work.
Jalisha and Carissa now have the opportunity to qualify for the national Under-14 and Under-17 teams. They've been selected for trials this month after impressive performances in the competition. The girls will be scouted by national coaches as well as facilitators from the Manchester United Football Club. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Reefview Apartments is not just a great place to get away. It's perfect for hosting small parties and other events. Now, management also offers guests affordable wedding packages to make that big day an extra special one. Now, to many, financial management is not that easy, but one annual event is changing this perception by helping Tobagonians to better understand how to manage their wealth and to make the most of their resources in a very challenging economic climate. We have more from Kern de Freitas.
Financial management can be challenging, especially in the current uncertain economic climate. So the Financial Literacy Secretariat Unit's Financial Empowerment Forum provided a timely boost to Tobago residents. They learned how to enhance their financial position by making informed decisions to prepare for the future. The forum was part of the annual Finance Week celebrations. Participants received tips about wealth management.
A sound financial plan is based on the 3 secrets of wealth. Okay? So there are 3 secrets of wealth. It starts with knowing the value and power behind $1, which is the fundamental building block of wealth. It also includes an understanding of the basic concept of cash flows. Once you have mastered the art of responsibly handling $1, you simply need to multiply your actions until you get the desired numbers of zeros after the first one.
They also got some key points on surviving challenging economic times.
Practice delayed gratification. And that is something as a society, we need to exercise more. We're in a quick fix society. Want it now, need it now, have it now. Now, quick fix. But, delayed gratification, we'll be able to reap the benefit of it later. We'll be able to appreciate when we look back, making the decision to forego this now in order for a greater gain later.
The forum, though, was about much more than money management. It's also helping to create greater public awareness about financial fitness and how it can enhance the quality of life of residents.
This forum is both timely and important in that it seeks to bring greater focus to the current economic environment and on some of the initiatives that all of us as individuals that we can undertake to enhance our financial position in what is, we would describe it, what are challenging economic times.
It's also helping to create greater public awareness about financial fitness and how it can enhance the quality of life of residents. Finance Week also featured a number of other critical events, including the annual Youth Empowerment Forum and the Business Outlook Conference. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
The fun doesn't stop after you've experienced the Buku Reef. You can rent jet skis and kayaks, snorkel in Buku Bay, or go deep-sea fishing. There's also mountain biking and horseback riding available, all without leaving the village. Now, Tobagonians are being empowered to become self-employed and to build sustainable businesses. How, you may ask? Check out this next report to find out.
They have businesses in the beauty industry, agricultural sector, soft furnishings, as well as food and beverage industries. These entrepreneurs have the needed capital to expand their businesses through a $7,500 grant from the REACH unit of the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development. There were 27 recipients in the latest grant distribution. The REACH or Realization of Economic Achievement unit focuses on community empowerment and poverty eradication in communities across Tobago. One such way they achieve their goals is by promoting entrepreneurial development of Tobagonians.
Use whatever little you have been given to build a sturdier foundation for yourself, your family, and by extension for the people of Tobago. As the old people say, little bit, soon full bucket.
Over $2 million has already been invested in entrepreneurs across the island who offer a range of services: farming, landscaping, and rabbitry, just to name a few. Now a plea is being made to the entrepreneurs to appreciate the capital invested in them by the Tobago House of Assembly as they work to contribute in a meaningful way to Tobago's economy.
These grants are not just to be taken and, you view it lightly. It is to add value to your business, as I said before. It is also as a partnership, as I also said, and I want to reiterate the partnership here. When you do that, you provide employment for yourself and someone else. And therefore, that relieves the sort of, well, not so much of a burden, but the responsibility in a sense, where you partnering with the THA in order to provide employment for yourself and others.
The division's mandate is to improve lives in Tobago's communities. As of such, the REACH unit will be holding the hands of the entrepreneurs to ensure they maintain sustainable and successful businesses.
We will not just give you the monies and walk away. The REACH program and the staff, in addition to other technical support that they can garner, will assist you in ensuring that you are trained up to manage and grow your business.
The progress of the clients will be closely monitored by officers of the REACH unit. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
Coming up next, we'll tell you who won the latest tourism challenge. Stay with us. Let's Talk Tobago. We'll be right back.
It's Tobago Day 2017, celebrating our history, culture, and identity. Check out our library display at the Scarborough Library from Monday 4th to Saturday 9th December, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Be part of our Tobago Day cultural celebration at the Port Authority compound on Monday 4th December from 4 p.m. Support our youth at the Assembly Youth Debate as they take charge of the Assembly Legislature on Thursday 7th December from 1:30 p.m. And whilst you're there, taking the exhibition from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Tobago Day 2017. It's a celebration.
Service with a smile. It's what management of Reef View Apartments are determined to provide to every guest. So they've put emphasis on customer service excellence and quality service providers. So how do you make tourism sustainable? The island is answering that question by creating awareness among the next generation of Tobagonians through its schools. The students of one high school rose to the challenge and got a well-deserved reward. Here are the details.
Students at Scarborough Secondary School now have the chance to contribute to tourism on the island. They won the $5,000 first prize at the recent Youth Tourism Symposium Challenge competition. And now they will use the funds to implement their I Love Tobago tourism project. The school presented the best tourism project idea at the inaugural challenge. They hope to encourage visitors at local sites and attractions to snap, post and share their photos on social media.
These picture boards not only give you information about our island and culture, but gives you an opportunity to be a part of it. For example, a male or female carnival costume with a face cutout that you can simply become. Secondly, the Tobago Goats and Crab Race picture board, when you could be the running winner and competitor or a goat or two. A picture board with scuba diving in the sea. In the bottom of this board, the beautiful creatures of the Boca Reef will be highlighted.
In 5 minutes, the students pitched their ideas for improving tourism in Tobago to a team of judges.
The project is a zip line from Pigeon Peak to Little Tobago, and the other ideas were to have log cabins around the mountain named after our folklore characters.
One aspect of our project is to erect sweet Tobago monuments, similar like the Toronto monuments with the letters of Toronto, things like that. And to do this, we wanted to do an eco side of it, so it would be powered by solar energy, and we're using recycled plastics to create the different letters or whatnot.
The project that we wish to take on is drama tourism. The project specifically targets cruise ship tourism, but all tourists are welcome. This project is unique as it will be organized by Tobago's youth. As young people, we will be sharing our culture and engaging posterity of our local heritage.
There are many avenues for young people to get involved in the industry. Leanne Telesford, who won the Tourism Ministry's Junior Minister of Tourism competition earlier this year, wants more of her peers to get involved in the sector.
I would encourage each of you to try something new and consider a career in tourism. I have found a passion and a project within the tourism sector, and I believe so can many of you. My dream now is to host a Pooi Festival, a festival showcasing the culture of our twin island country with the Pooi tree as its backdrop.
The symposium also hosted entrepreneurs and other industry partners who highlighted career opportunities in tourism. From the Division of Tourism, Culture and Transportation, I'm Juliet James reporting for Let's Talk Tobago.
Although there's lots to do in Tobago, there are many reasons to stay in. All the amenities you expect are available, including Wi-Fi and cable TV. There's even a barbecue if you're interested in firing up the grill. Now, police youth clubs provide an invaluable service connecting with our youth and investing in their future. One youth club recognized its members for their contributions at its annual awards ceremony. Crystal George has more.
Police youth clubs provide an environment for learning and positive activities for young people in their respective communities. But during its 27th anniversary awards and cocktail function, the Roxborough Police Youth Club took the opportunity to honor its members who continue to make the organization one of the island's top police youth clubs.
Tonight's occasion marks for Roxborough Police Youth Club another significant milestone in the history of the organization, because Roxborough Police Youth Club have been doing things. Roxborough Police Youth Club have been has achieved and continue to achieve.
One of the major themes at the function was effective leadership and how will this breed success. And having good leadership is a source of pride for the Roxborough Police Youth Club. This has helped the organization empower young people to become self-sufficient and support organization to make social contributions.
Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize that opportunity and they change things for better. In other words, we need good leaders and we need good leadership as a prerequisite for success. And if I were to look at the Roxborough Police Youth Club, Roxborough Police Youth Club embodies what it takes to have leaders, leadership, as well as success.
According to Mr. Wallace, success comes not only with a dream, but also with the diligence to act on the dream. He says this will help them to achieve whatever they want in life.
Success is not an unrealistic goal. We can all achieve success if we put our minds to it. If we open our minds and think that we can achieve, then we will achieve.
Their motto is celebrating our past, charting the course for the future. The Roxborough Police Youth Club continues to ensure there's a safe place for youth to interact, share ideas, and be a part of social events. I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
And it's now time to have Your Say, the segment of our program where we hear what you, the viewers, have to say. Today we are asking, how can Tobago maximize on increased cruise arrivals? While you think about it, let's take a look at who had their say this week.
By ensuring that we as a country, we are ready for the tourist arrivals, the idea is really to generate foreign exchange, and we want the people to come and actually be involved in what we have. So I would want us to get our sites ready, or parks and so forth, all our tour guides and those sort of things, ensure that the people are hospitable and ready to actually receive our guests.
By putting on more cultural shows, getting more schools involved, let them know exactly what Tobago has to offer.
I believe we could start off by some of those buildings in Scarborough that are not in good condition, by cleaning them up and just giving Tobago a more eye-opening, look. So when tourists come, they'll be like, wow.
Because of the wonderful culture that we have, I think that instead of having tourists come here to buy things, I think we can showcase our culture, our heritage. We can have shows that they can come to see the beautiful culture that we have.
To have an itinerary of exactly how we're going to impact these people when they come. What are they going to see other than just taking them to the beaches and stuff? What it is Tobago has to offer in terms of the heritage aspect, or the people in terms of their talents and their culture.
We close yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and very productive week. We close now with a montage of the TTARP variety concerts.
That open and open wide your door. Come out in pretty dresses, or spring is here once.